Hi, I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is Nohzdyve on the ZX Spectrum. Now, this actually is a bit of a weird one, this. It's not actually made in 1984, and it's not by Tuckersoft. Well, it is and it isn't. This is actually the game that was shown in the Netflix TV show movie called Bandersnatch, which is quite a popular one at the moment on Netflix. Bandersnatch being a choose-your-own adventure with sort of weird, wonderful timelines, and it's well worth a watch. A lot of fun, actually. I quite enjoyed it. And in fact, it was quite a delight to discover that this was the hidden game that was involved in it. There's basically a Spectrum soundtrack at the end of the movie that, when recorded and played back in a Spectrum, gives you a QR square that you can hit with your mobile phone. It takes you to the Tuckersoft website, and Nohzdyve is there available to download. It's actually by Matt Westcott, as it says flying across the bottom of there. I'll put a picture on the screen now of the actual the fake website, so you can have a little look at it, because it's kind of cool. I thought it was kind of cool, and I might even put a link below if I can to the fake website. So it's not in 1984, but it's a game from that program. Worth watching, a lot of fun. If you're into retro gaming, you'll enjoy it. You'll think it's good. So without further ado, we'll play it. It's quite a simple enough game, actually. You're basically in free fall as this little man, and then you have to collect the eyeballs and avoid the teeth. It's quite simple. I quite like the music, actually. It's very simplistic, but works really well. I say simplistic, it's really quite good, actually, that it's still running. This was designed for a 48K Spectrum, but I suspect it would work in a 16K as well, actually. Looking at the size of the file, I think this is probably small enough that it would even work on a 16K machine, but then again, maybe not. A lot of graphics. It's beautifully stylized. In fact, if this had actually come out in 1984, I probably would have had this. It would have been one of those games that I would have had. So you have a lot of... Definitely worth downloading and definitely worth having a go. I found, though, that when you went to the website at certain times of the day, the download wasn't available, which is kind of interesting. I think that you have to go at specific times. Oh, gosh. It's very maneuverable, by the way. The controls are really good. The guy dropping works really, really well. It feels very smooth as a movement across the screen. Now, I'm actually playing this on the Spectrum. I'm playing this on my Plus 2. I loaded it from using something called ZX Play, I think it's ZX Play, which is an app. So I downloaded it and sort of ran one of these old cassette things that you can put into your player that allow you to sort of play the sounds back. But so I've downloaded that and I've bunged it on, and I really like it. Very, as I say, it appeals to me because it's quite arcadey. You could have got away with it as an arcade game, this as well. That whole dropping down and scoring as many points as you can. I don't think there's any levels as such to it. 300 points isn't bad, though. I'm quite impressed by that. That's my best score ever so far. I think somebody was saying along they got 1,000 points, but I think they cheated. I think they got a. I think they put a poke in that changed the overall thing. 380 points isn't bad, though. That's not bad at all. So yeah, Nohzdyve, worth downloading, worth getting. It's a freebie. If you haven't watched the program, I would definitely recommend that. I thought it was a reference to something else, but apparently somebody was suggesting it's a reference to social media. There's an episode of actual Black Mirror, because Bandersnatch is part of the Black Mirror kind of group of programs from Netflix, and Black Mirror. There's one called Nohzdyve, which is actually to do with social media. I've no idea, because I actually haven't watched Black Mirror. I really want to watch it now, but I haven't watched that. So, yeah, it's a reference to that. Apparently, I thought it was a reference to something in the movie, but I don't want to spoil it for you. So watch the movie and see what I mean about buildings and jumping and things. So there we go. There we go. I'm doing well, actually. I quite like it. The air conditioning doesn't seem to have an effect. It's on the edge of the building there. It doesn't seem to blow you off course or anything like that. It just seems to drop. I like the movement, though. I think it's really good. When you hold it down, you kind of go faster at a direction, because you're tumbling anyway. But if you tap it, it just goes slowly. Oh, I got eaten by the teeth again. One more go. Alright, one more go and Nohzdyve. Oh, what a bad start. I think it looks really good as well. I think it really plays to the spectrums of, you know, colours and whatever else it is. It works really nicely. Ignore the colour clash, as they say. That's the way. That's the best way with Spectrum games. Just ignore it to some extent. Go with it. I'm not sure how the teeth spawn. I'm trying to work out whether they spawn next to the eyes that are coming up. I don't know why they're eyeballs, by the way. I thought they were balloons when I first saw them, and then I read the actual website and went, oh, they're eyeballs. Ah, I saw you. They kind of appear... Ah! Oh, I was doing well there. Game over. Yeah. So, Nohzdyve, a little bit of a freebie there from, you know, Netflix gone to the effort of having it made and everything. So that's actually really, really cool. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.